How's it going? Here's my vlog for the 13th of December, Wednesday, 8:38. I'm paranoid right now because my mother was screaming her head off at me, so I apologize for the yawn. I was up all night, and when did I get up? Yeah, I got up yesterday at like kind of like darkness time, like 6. I can't remember what time I got to sleep before. But yeah, and so I've been working until then. Since then. Yeah. So I guess I could go all day. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Anyways, I listened to a tour through the Forbidden City. I was doing some shorter of the books because I was doing Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire and it just suddenly stopped playing, and I couldn't get it to play again, and I was like uploading, updating, refreshing all the pages that I had. In fact, I forgot to check it out, so I just gave up on it, and I had to start listening to stuff on my phone, and I'm gonna see if it plays now. Just curious. Huh? It's not playing, but I forgot to like close out the window. So anyways, what I did was I just started listening to the books on my phone, and then I did. I did the myths and legends of ancient Egypt. That's written as 40 minutes, but I listened to it at double speed, and you can go up to 4 speed. I don't know how you could understand that. So it's 20 minutes, but it was some guy who was trying to say that all of the stories from the Bible were from Egypt, and he had a book, and so that'd be a fun thing to look at. But anyway, maybe another couple of those. But then I was just listening to just some more like UFC stuff, fights and stuff. Just recently, because I was listening to music and then I kind of burnt out. Yeah, I was trying to think. Maybe it was because I was stressed out from my mom yelling at me. That's why I wasn't listening to the book, because that does have an effect. But yeah, I called her this morning and she just starts screaming. She's in a rotten mood. Oh yeah, because of my life, because of my website. So the reason that I do the website, I mean the vlogs. Oh yeah, because she got pissed at me on the vlog because I mentioned the OnlyFans thing. And so she starts talking about her family don't like me and stuff, and they're looking, and I'm like, bitch, you gotta stop talking about other people. That's the only thing she wants to talk about. And oh yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about her, but when it gets like, oh, and then she's screaming at me, we have to go to family therapy. We have to go to family therapy. So basically, what's going on is I'm working so well. I'm doing so well with my work, and I'm so brilliant that I'm retarded. Like that's how. And that's what happened. That's why you have to isolate yourself, because people just one after the other start going, "You're fucking crazy. I hate you. I wish I could kill you." And they start screaming at you and trying to threaten you. So you have to knock them out. And sometimes it happens to your own mother. So my own mother is my number one worst enemy. And so she's screaming at me, "You're not thinking clearly. You're not thinking clearly," because I was trying to explain something to her. And I explained for like a minute. Turned off, she was off the line. So I talked for like a minute after she hung up on me. So like wasted a minute of talking. So there should be like feature on the phone that you can, that tells you when somebody hangs up. You know, like in the old time phone, you could hear the, but now it's just like, so I should have been looking at the phone, but anyway, I hope she watches this and gets really pissed off at me for talking about her, because I'm done calling her. I call her every morning to try to be that son who calls every day. You would think that that's what a parent would want. Not my mother. If you call her every day, she gets more and more pissed about me. That rule only applies if the parent who you're calling is okay with the lifestyle. And it's particularly annoying to me because I've had people upload videos about me on YouTube having problems with my lifestyle. I hate your lifestyle, Kyle. There's some kid who did a video, some random ass kid. It might be up there. And so now my mother's doing it. I'm like, who are you talking to? Who's programming this into you? It seems like somebody's programming this into her. It's like I had two cousins visit like last summer or something, and they were both like double teaming me, telling me that they needed me to get a job, and I'm like, no, but I have money. And like, no, but we really need you to get a job, and I'm like, no, but I have a website. And he's like, and the other one goes like, yeah, get it the job, and I'm like, but if I get a job, I can't work on the website. And then my mom is standing there going, yeah, you have to get the job though. You have to get the job. And then as one of them's leaving, he goes, yeah, you have proved that you are probably qualified to work at the map company because you like to do maps with that Google thing. So I was like, did my mother put these people up to it? But she claimed that they put themselves up to it, but then why? But because she was siding with them. And it took me 4 months to finally get my mother to admit that they were being rude. So now I'm back to thinking like, it's at the chicken or the egg. Like, where are these thoughts coming from? And I don't know. And now I'm at the point where I think that they're coming from her. Because she's just so old and like retarded, basically. Like low IQ, brainwashed. That if you do anything that's out of the ordinary, like such as do a website, because people don't have websites. You know, in 100 years, people will. But now having a website means that, yeah, because she goes, this morning she goes, your name is Kyle Pounds. Your name, you're attached to the name. You're bringing disgrace to the name. And I'm like, no, but the website. That's what I said. I go, what about the website? My idea is that the website protects me from being declared a destroyer of the name, of the family name. It's like a force field. And she goes, you're talking nonsense. You're not thinking clearly. You're not thinking clearly. And I think that's when she hung up. When I tried to calmly explain to her that having the website makes me irreproachable. I get to, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I do the daily vlogs, is to maintain the irreproachability, because if I do a vlog like once a month or once a week or something, I could get people commenting, haters commenting, going, what a loser, always smoking weed. And I could be like, no, but I've been working. And they'd be like, that's what you say. But if I do a vlog every day, nobody could be like, because nobody's commenting. Look at the comments on my videos. Nobody could say, you're just sitting around smoking weed doing nothing. And I could be like, no, but remember the video that I said today? I was talking about all the work that I was doing on the website, and I said where I was and what I was going to get done, proving that I was working the whole time. You know, and I even get people every once in a while trying to claim that I'm either not working or that I'm just crazy and there is no website. Like, they kind of like to block that out. Somebody said that I was selfish about 4 months ago, because I guess, and I was like, I just blocked the person. Pause in Hell, that was the person's name. Pause in Hell. It was a person who comments on mine for the last year or two. They did only maybe a dozen or something in my videos, and I finally just blocked him because I was I don't. I was thinking about like explaining to him like that's quite the opposite of what I am. But then I would realize what people do when you do that is they just delete their comment, and then they could snicker themselves that they got you to waste like a minute of your time trying to explain something to them. It's like trolls' ways of like making the comment section moot, like sterilizing, killing the comment section, wearing you down, trying to respond to people who just insult you and you can't respond back. So, anyway, my mother is basically a fucking YouTube troll. Um, so, we had 3 months off a couple months ago, and I want to take 3 months off. It's just the thing is, when I wake up in the morning, or when the morning comes, I'm in a really good mood. I'm always in a really good mood. And I call her, and she's just stewing. So I forget. But tomorrow I'll remember. I'll be like, I'm going to call my mom. Be a good son. Going around. Oh, no, wait. That's right. If you do that, we're like fighting right now. Because she's like full blown, like guns out, firing at me. Because I'm such a good worker that I'm crazy. Because she was saying that I'm killing myself, I'm destroying myself, destroying my health. And I'm like, oh, and it's taking too much out of me. Taking too much out of you, taking too much out of you. And I'm like, what is it taking out of me? I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm working on the website. Like, I go, what about the website? So it's, so that's where we're going to leave it. Because I told her before that when we took 2 months off, there had been so much of the insults coming at me. That it took me like a month or two to get the toxicity out. Like I was paranoid, like freaked out for like 2 months. So I had only a month of peace. And now, because I have so much peace, this is what's going on. You ever had a friend who they don't like that you have a smile on your face? So they start poking at you, like literally poking at you, like doing this. Or like getting in your ear and go, boo, boo, boo. And you're like, why are you doing that? And they're like, and then you realize it's because you're at peace. Like they look at you and you're like, so then they come to try to rattle you. That's what my mother's doing to me. Like I'm at so much peace and everything's going so perfectly that she has to insert that all hell is breaking loose. And so I'm about to run out of money. And so I go, yeah, but if I run out of money, I could just get desperate. This is what I was said this morning. I could just get desperate on YouTube. Or not YouTube, on YouTube and on all the money raising places and be like, I need money, my whatever. And just go full force on that. I wouldn't be working on the website as much, but, and I could expect to maybe get some money or whatever and get it bailed out. Have faith. And she's like, no, never. Oh, she goes, you will never finish. Like you will never get to the point where anybody would even want to help you. And so, what was I talking about? What was my point? I forgot. So, yeah, no matter what I say, Oh, yeah, because at one point I was explaining something, and instead of responding, she just goes, Did you do the ad? You have to do the ad. So instead of responding to the thing that I explained from her insult, she just switched to a new insult. She goes, you didn't do the ad. Like I didn't put an ad for a roommate for next month. So I'm an idiot because I didn't put an ad for the 1st of January to get a roommate. Because I did such a good job of defending the previous attack. Forget about the previous attack. Here's a new attack. So, she's fucking crazy. I have a crazy fucking psycho for mother. So anyways, I'm not going to talk to her anymore. I'll give her another 3 months. Maybe she'll come back around. She's kind of stressed out about money for herself, I think. Because she gave away $16,000 one day after I got a car. I blew $10,000 on a car, and so she thought it would be cute to give away $16,000 the next day to a phone scammer. $4,000 of mine, but it was enough to have to sell the car. So anyways, but I've learned, in order to keep my sanity, I've learned a trick. I've learned to create a gauge in my mind. The crazier and the more angry and more like possessed by demons my mother gets, and I have to cut everybody else out because they got all possessed by Satan long ago. I could tell you stories, but I'm not going to. So the one person I hang out with, other than Paula, I called Paula this morning, but she didn't answer. My mother, the more possessed by a demon she is, the more successful I'm doing on my website. It's a sign that the demons are afraid. You know, if my mom was watching this video, her head would literally be spinning around right now, and she'd be screaming, not that, and she wouldn't even be saying words, not that, yeah, like that movie Exorcist with the girl's head spinning around. So yeah, I think it really is. It's demons. It's the demons. So demon possession. So I'm gonna have to, in order for the demons to stay away from me, because they're trying to enter me through my mother, I'm gonna have to cut my mother off for the next 3 months. But see, that's also, I really didn't find Atlantis. I think there's demons probably trying to get people to not believe me about the Atlantis, and so they're making my mother go insane. So, anyways, as far as what's going on in my life, I thought that maybe I would be able to finish this file. Here, I'll show you. So I'm down on, oh man, I think the program's frozen. Haha, that's funny. Sometimes the computer, like if you don't, oh, here it goes. It didn't go, and then I stopped, and now it's just like, it's super slow. Yeah, here, then it stopped, and then it started again, and now it's scrolling down. Holy shit. Sometimes if I don't work on the computer, and I'm like doing the video, the computer like warms down. Like, you know how your legs have to warm up, like to do well on a bike, or to like warm up to do well physically, or you have to warm up your Lamborghini to drive it down, or else it'll do damage. Like the website, Google Earth the computer will work great, more or less. But then if I do a video and then I go right back to it, it's like, wait, what? Slow as shit. So anyways, let's see if it's gonna respond now. Yeah, it woke back up. So I'm on number, you know what, I'm gonna start saying like religious things as I do my video logs in order to keep the demons at bay. Because my mother, every time I talk to her, she's like, all is lost. They all hate you. You will never be done. You will never make money. You won't, you know what I mean? So I could be like, in the name of the gods, like, you know, the insults. So in the name of the 12 Olympian gods, I have very successfully made it to 264. And then the name of the gods, without demons being victorious over me in the form of my mother, I am at 264 out of 300. So in the name of the gods, very successfully, I only have 64, 74, like to 74, 84, 94, like 30 more to go. And I think for like the last 10, it's only in the name of the gods, the 12 Olympian gods who bless upon me, who smile upon me and give me their blessings. It's only the even ones. I mean, the odd ones that I have to do, I already did the even ones throughout the 80s. So anyways, I think if I go for another 6 hours, I might be able to finish this. It's like 8:57 in the morning. I've been thinking about getting another energy drink because they're only like $1.26, 24. But I was a little bit tired, and then I went to the store. And then I could finish this, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, come on. Did you freeze again? Okay. So, oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my God. The computer's so slow that between the time, which was like 5 seconds, that I put the thing in place, I picked up my phone And I went to film it, and then all of a sudden Google Earth went, pew, and it shot like 5 miles off into the mountains. Like right as I was gonna film it. Oh my God. Here, let me set this up again, and maybe it won't do that. See these files, dude? I mean, not all computers are going to even be able to handle this. Like, there may be some old computers. That's why I'm super curious to see how my cell phone's going to deal with it. I have a cell phone 10, which is really old. Can't play the 8 biggest books on my Audible because it's just not good enough. And I'm curious to see how it'll do with this file because it does really well with regular files. So this is my 160,000. It's 400 by 400. And when I'm done, I will have named all of these down from here. And I'll only have to do this part left. And I think I already named like the first 1,000. So then I only numbered these ones, which will, I think, because I've been doing so well over here because of the blessings of the gods, keeping the demons at bay through the brainwashedness of my mother, that, yeah, I'll zoom through this really quickly and be finished. Now, I was thinking about making a way to make this. Am I filming this right? I've been thinking about a way to make this so that when you, maybe I'll show you just a sec. Let's go to the top here. If this can handle it, it's kind of slow. All right, so check this out. Let's see how long this takes though. The computer's kind of slow. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Here, let's give it a second. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. You can do it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. All right, so these are the ones, right? What was I saying? See, this is the only one that I have to go in here and then number them. So, so I'm going to cut these off. Like, that's 20. What the fuck? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That's how slow this goddamn computer is. This thing had been turned off the whole time, but I didn't know because it's so freaking slow. Let's try this again. I'll turn it back on. Stay on. Stay on. So, like, you would take away these by 20. Like, that's 20 right there. So each 20 you take away. The idea is that in the entire 660,000, you take one look at this, and within a second, you know, within 20 people in 160,000, you know how many it is. And the way that you know is how far up, the way you know which row it is out of the 400 is how far up it is on here. So I'm going to have markers. So on this side, it's the markers of running races. So like 40-meter dash, 50-meter dash, and just different lines, the rainbow lines, 1 through 10, the rainbow colors, from the shortest to the longest, or longest to shortest, so that it looks like a symmetrical, like kind of like a diamond. And then on this side, the distances will be throwing, like spears, hammers, axes, bows and arrows, with its own other rainbow, maybe with a different thickness, so that you understand the difference. And then something else over here, like speed, that certain thing can go in like 10 seconds. So different animals or people or whatever in 10 seconds go in here. And then on the top, something else. So that to help you, know which one of these you're looking at based on these. And then I want to have a track, or have one that shows the quarter mile. But I was thinking about having a track if it didn't take too much space. I haven't actually looked at it yet. I was thinking about it and I haven't even looked at it. Maybe I could look at it now because I know there's a track near here, but it can't move because it's too slow. The computer can't handle it. And so now in about 5 seconds, it's going to start zooming all over the place. But anyway, I think there's a track, and it's only like this big. And if they're not that big, I would put a track on the corners. Because building this gave me an idea. By the blessings of the gods, everything going perfectly. Keeping the demons at bay. Gave me the idea to, when you're listening to books, they say there's 150,000 people, 150,000 people, drachma or whatever. So for money or people or numbers, I'll use this. But if you're talking about distance, because they use about distance all the time, he did his horse across 500 miles in 3 days or whatever. You know, the journey was 3,000 miles. When you're talking about miles, I'm going to do it just by there's the track. Oh, here it is. Now it's starting to zoom out. Track's right next to it. Here, let's see if this thing can scroll. No, it's only zooming out and continues to zoom out. Not listen to me. Yeah, continues to just zoom out of control. Oh wait. Let's see. I just wanted to see the track and the thing at the same thing. I've never done that. So that's actually my high school, Boulder High, and there's the track. So if I put a track on the corner, I think I will. I'm gonna do 4. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 tracks. I am. I just decided because it's such an important, integral part of being able to visualize the size of something is those tracks, because everybody has the tracks, and 4 of them means a mile, so it's perfect. And mile goes back to Rome. So, in fact, like when I had my map of ancient Rome, I preserved all the tracks and soccer fields to keep in ancient Rome, so that you know how big it is. So, and same thing with, I think, here too, Boulder County. So, so yeah, you on the 4 corners you have the 4 different meanings, and then with the tracks, and so that'll help you take one look at it, and then you'll know what it is, and then it'll even be a game. Like it's a game I will play with myself, and then you can have actual levels of how good you are of imagining what these numbers look like. You know, my mom always likes to scream her head off at me that nobody will ever in the history of mankind be interested in this, but she says that about every single thing that I do. But I answer, and the one thing is that, like, and I said this just the other day, but when the barbarians crossed the Danube, when the Huns came and they sacked Rome in 410, like the people who destroyed Rome, it was 160,000, which is just, it was that many people. And so it's like, if you know that it was 160,000 people, then you know what it looks like in your head, because you programmed it in your head. And then you put it in the context, like this, and like if you know how big of an area, you can spread those people out in your head in that area, and all the people, break them out in the tribes, and you actually have the period, the image of the period, and how many there are, and what they did. Well then, and the effect that they had, and that they had on them, you can then picture how many of the other people there are, and so it helps you out a lot to imagine this, the numbers. You know, because people get the numbers of things so wrong, like that girl Ashley Babbitt, who died in the January 6th, right before she died, she did a video. She's like, "There's 3 or 4 million people here." There were like 10. There were like what, like 10,000 or something, a couple thousand. You know, like they have no idea. And then somebody else asked a question like, "How many black men are murdered by cops each year in America?" These black guys, because it's all over the news, and they're like, "Oh, about 1,400," when it's really like 5, 3 or 4 or something. So, so just to put numbers of things in perspective, I think that's why one of the reasons why I do this, and why it's important to work, you know, that long on something. You know, if it's valuable, then you work on it, even if it's something that's what they don't do, and like, or whatever, you know. And my personal opinion, just to wrap this up, and all the negativity, is that if you get like negativity for whatever reason, like me with my mother screaming her head off at me, like if I were to call, she'd be doing the sounds and the crying and the stuttering and all that. Do a vlog, man. It's like therapy. Do a daily vlog, because it's like putting up a force field. Now I have another 24 hours of force field around me. So if I can get people, if everybody and anybody could be like, fuck you, and I could be like, yeah, but number 1, look at the website, and number 2, I have been working on it, because I just proved it, because I just explained what I did today, so I'm good. And then tomorrow I do it again, and I'm good. You know, and that way you're safe. Because we're already, or at least still, hopefully it'll continue, protected by the First Amendment. So, and YouTube is going along with that. So you get to build websites. against the wills of the demons. So, yeah, I think I'm back to being solo again. I'm gonna have to do a video. I'm gonna have to put an ad up on to get a roommate. But I wanted to finish this first. Like this was my stopping point, and I think I might. I think I'll be able to finish it today, and if not today, like the beginning part tomorrow, I think. And then I get to do the top part. So I'll do the ad. Well, I'll have to clean up my apartment, do a bunch of photos, and then do the ad and try to sell it. It's hard for me to get a roommate. I only charge $850 for everything, and they get like it's awesome what you get. And my mother was telling me this before, and she's right. I didn't think she was going to be right, but on this, she kind of was right. That having animals actually works against you. People don't like animals. They don't like ferrets. Like most of the time, a ferret will work against you because people think they're allergic to ferrets. They don't like the smell of them. They think that the poop will make them sick. They don't like the smell of the poop. It's like it's weird because all of the cool things about having a ferret don't make up for it. Like they're just dead inside to other animals. They just don't care, and maybe the sound of the bird just annoys them, and they don't want to feel any connection to another living being. So, I had to say that I reserved the right to wash my tortoise if I bought a tortoise in the kitchen sink, and people were writing like, then I ain't going here. Everyone's gonna get salmonella. Well, nobody gets salmonella that way, so. I'm gonna have to like sell it, and I'll be like, I promise I'll keep it clean, and because it took me like a month to get a roommate in here, and that all the benefits of having animals, and that it's a nice lived-in place. You want to live in a lived-in place, and so, anyways, don't use Roomster because I think it's a scam. Because and they annoy you because I got a text from somebody like interested in your. Just some random person interested in your room, text me photos, and I already had photos, so it's like, why would I have to text you? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I text, and then they go, not interested, and it's like, well, that was fucking rude. Number one, my apartment is brilliant and beautiful and amazing. So if somebody's like, I'm interested in living in an apartment or something, and you show them something like something that worthy of like a magazine, and they're like, right after the video, like, let me see the photos, and then they go, ooh, not interested. Like, how fucking rude. So, but I don't think it was a person anyway. I think it was just some kind of like I don't know what it was, some kind of a troll or a bot trying to annoy the shit out of me. So anyways, don't use them. I do Facebook, different groups on Facebook, and I think that was a scam anyway. I never gave them money. I never paid anything. This was just, I just got some like, so anyway, don't even try it. Don't even try with those. Any of those, I think. Because when I put the ad up on Facebook, I would get like a message from somebody like, you should try Roomster or whatever. And that's how I went there. I think that's what it was called. There were a couple of them. Anyway, I'm going to smoke some more weed and have some more pickles. And I'm kind of stressed out about my mother right now, so I think I'm going to just listen to music. Because I have more trouble. Oh yeah, I'm going to see if this damn book will freaking play, god damn it. I was really enjoying, let's see if it'll play, I'm just curious, audible.com. I was really freaking enjoying that goddamn book, dude. And maybe it's just too damn big for my computer too, But like, why would it be like, this is taking me a while. I have to go to Audible Books, I have to click on length, and now I have to go all the way down here. Oops, and I'm not on Audible Books, audiobooks. Oh, unfinished. Somehow I have Audacity of Hope, Barack Obama book, excerpt on my library, and I never put it there. But whatever. Listen now. So now it's spinning around. I'm just seeing if it's going to play. Picking up where you left off. Okay.
After 70 years
Oh, thank God. So I forgot to do that last time. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I'm like, why are you not playing? All I should have tried to do is shut it down and start it. but I haven't been doing it off this computer. That's why I got started on the other thing. Anyway, I've been talking too long. So in order to avoid having these like fucking half-hour long vlogs, I'm not gonna talk to my mother, so I have to vent every goddamn day to block the attacks. You know, I get to exist. I've got money, dude. Like, what the fuck, bitch? I have money, man. So, I'm gonna exist. I'm just gonna exist, I guess, to the dismay of the demons that are living inside of my mother. And listen to some little bit of music, and then, and I am doing the bookmarks on this. That's one thing that's one thing I really like about the Audible, because go in here and just do the bookmarks, because there's some pretty interesting spots in these different books. Anyways, I've been talking long enough, and I hope if my mother sees this, I hope it causes her to not want to call me and talk to me. You know, help clarify the relationship that we don't have. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow.